It could have happened to anyone. It could have happened to anyone, and it happened to me. I'd like to say I was some kind of hero or something, that I took a bullet for someone, but I wasn't targeted. The events of that night played out by chance. Completely by chance. I heard 3 shots before they started coming loud and fast. All I heard were screams and shattering glass. I hadn't heard the bodies against pavement yet. I realized that I should run, follow the crowd, drown myself in that sea of people, but I didn't. I physically couldn't. I didn't know what to do, or what to think, how to act. It's like my feet were cemented to the ground. I should have screamed or ran, but before I could bring myself to do anything, I was on the ground. The world around me was spinning, and there was only one thing I was certain of. I'd been hit.
Witnesses told us that SWAT teams are arriving, and they've affirmed at least one person is wounded. Stay with us for more details and reports as we receive them.
I didn't even think to send out new reports as they came in. My mind was on getting people out of the stores they had taken refuge in. I didn't know if the gunman had been shot down yet or not. But I was trained to go in and save lives, mine not being a priority. So I went in. I asked them all to surrender.
And then we were let out. Most of us were shaking, and we had to walk out with our hands in the air to signal that we weren't threats. The giant armored truck was just stationed a short distance from the store, but the walk felt like miles. When I first heard the gunshots, I had ducked into the nearest door, and at this point, I knew nothing. I didn't know if there was more than one gunman, if they had taken him down yet, or if anyone could possibly be trapped on the inside.
I had worked in the small office inside the mall for years. Nothing exciting ever happened until that night. First I heard distant shots that must have been coming from outside, and then I heard closer shots, and they were definitely on the inside. I didn't care how ridiculous I looked or felt at that point. I ducked under my desk, and then I heard doors knocked down and screams from my coworkers. I don't know how long I stayed there, but my heart was pounding when the officers finally came inside. They let us all out, but we were treated as though we were dangerous. I never went back in.
It could have happened to anyone. I am not.
I am not.
I am not.
I am not
a hero.